G'day guys and welcome back today to another video on the Ressies channel. Another local footy video for you guys today. After all the kind words of support from you guys last week following the 50-point loss to Collegians, I thought we'd run it back. And this week we had an all-time stinker, an 181-point loss against Old Trinity. Not a very good day from us animals, and we're about to unpack everything that happened for us to lose by 181 points. I hope you guys are loving the content. If you are, it would mean a massive amount if you could hit subscribe and leave a like on the video to support the channel. Let's get into this game because it was an absolute stinker and there's so much to unpack.
Bailey, I know you're a bit under the weather, mate, but I know you're going to pull it through for the boys today. So Fixie, Druzy, you guys know what to do and do it. Make sure you do a really good job of it. Alright, forward line, Joshy, Cooko, and Junior. Now Junior, I want big things from you. You asked to play on the wing, so I want you to use that half forward and push yourself all the way up and down that wing.
Let's just try and play for 4 quarters today. Alright?
So the day started off good. Joshy Miller from the pocket. First goal of the day for both teams. Bang. A cult figure at the club. He's in our leadership group. So we had to get around him. I was playing on the wing. But you got to celebrate these things because, you know, on games like today, there's not a whole lot to celebrate. So you got to make the most of those moments. Punch towards me. It doesn't bounce up for me, so I just swing a leg through it. Say, Junior, get on it. Probably not the cleanest way to move the ball there, Drews. But we'll count that as kick one. Darcy Keegs with the intercept just gets kicked out towards the back pocket. I'm composed on the ball. I see Rory calling for it. I give him a little over-the-top handball, but he has nowhere to go. They were a great team, and Rory does well to just make a contest of it there. Finny Brigranti back into the side. The man that cuts my hair. He kicks it inboard, and at this moment, I lock eyes with my opponent, and he just runs through me, kicks the ball onto himself, and wins it. And I see Zach come in, lay a bump, lay another bump, fall to his feet, get up, tackle, holding the ball. That is the most inspirational effort I've ever seen. After laying the most half-hearted bump at centre-half forward, Zach just comes in and goes, bump, bump, fall down, tackle, holding the ball. That's how you defend, Drews. Stay on your feet and go in harder. I was getting so much feedback. As Vinny kicked the ball back in, I locked eyes with him. And I just had to go in harder there. Well, I sort of hesitate and lay a little bump, but he was out. And then, yeah, as we see, Zach with another big bump gets back on his feet, holding the ball. After this, so many of our teammates come over to me and they're like, Drews, you got a big frame. Just put it through him. Make him earn it. And I still have this mindset as I did when I was a kid that, you know, I was a real skinny kid growing up. I was 49 kilos in year 12, like proper stick. That's why I stopped playing football in high school, because when I'd get tackled, I just feel it. I feel like my bones are going to break. But, you know, I've spent about 5 years in the gym now, become a strength and conditioning coach, put some size on, and still I have that weak voice in the back of my mind. Whereas in that contest there, I should have really gone through him. So next week, it's definitely going to be a focus to use my size, get a bit more physical. And I appreciate all the feedback in the video comments as well. You guys tell me how to play footy. I'm genuinely taking it on board. People saying attack the ball more, keep your feet. These small things are helping me. So make sure you get in the comments and tell me how to play football. But yeah, from there, the goals just start raining in. They were pretty much just walking them in. This side is Old Trinity, so they're all private school kids in Melbourne, a very affluent area. You just know they've played footy together since year 7, have all the resources. They're all big. They're all like 6'1", all built like a brick shit house. And they're good blokes as well. But yeah, it was just a non-contest. They played in the Premier Division for thirds last year. We're nowhere near that. Absolutely nowhere near that. And yeah, at quarter time, 49-6, it was grim viewing to get started. The second quarter started the same way as the first quarter did. A goal to Old Trinity. So I thought, Druzy, you need to inject yourself into this game, mate. Port's in the ruck. Hicksy kicks it into a smother. And I'm here. I sell the candy boundary and I give the inside handball. That's a good football move, if I do say so myself. We've opened up the ground there. I've sold it boundary. I've opened it up and there's just a fumble on the recipient. I can't help that, but I think that's good from me. Rory sends it down the line to no one.
Oh, that's not a good kick, mate.
Blokes in the crowd said, that's not a good kick, mate. But he makes a second effort here, Rory. makes the contest, wins the race to the ball. I get a little handball from Joshy Miller, assess my options, and I'm just trying to get it over the back to Caden because we've got nothing up forward. We're missing a lot of players in this game. My favourite spot to get the footy is the back pocket. Keegs hits me. And again, there's not a whole lot to kick to when there's a bunch of gun Trinity blokes waiting for it down the line. So I just kick it as long as I can and hope it goes over the back. Doss has a 2-on-1 to win, but there's just too much to ask of him there. He's got no hope against those blokes. Again, little back pocket kick. Give the handball to Rory. I get it back. Try to go over the top. Get it again. Handball it to Liam. And that play is done. 3 handballs in one sequence, so that's good for the super coach if you're following along at home. But like in this play, I've engaged the defender. I've given the hands to Rory. And I thought he'd be out, but they're just a good side. They know what they're doing. I get the handball back. And there's a free lane to run into if that handball gets over the top to Liam there. And here's just me running, chasing ass, which I was doing all day. I don't know how to impose myself defensively. So if you can get in the comments and tell me what to do. So I felt like all day I was just like corralling. I couldn't really bring myself into the game physically. So do I need to sort of choose a man, locate, and tackle him if he gets the ball? I don't know. You guys need to help me at home because I'm lost out there. We have no strategy, no game plan. We are the Div 12 Ressies. And yeah, the goals just started piling in. 84-8 late in the second quarter. And that was it for the first half of footy.
And make sure that you can obviously be as effective as we possibly can on the football field. Yeah, a lot of positives, like I said. Joshy kicking his first goal. Yeah! Really good to see. A couple of those boys that are putting in those 100% efforts, just coming to the bench. All right, I think that's to celebrate. You're putting in a really, really good effort. Players have been everywhere.
Yeah, good boy, guys.
Andre, killing it, mate. Keegan brothers, absolutely unreal. Alright, Dixie, Zach, absolutely destroying it, alright. I haven't seen as many tackles, or anyone lay as many tackles as those two boys today, even Kearnsey, alright. So everyone's putting their individual efforts, but I know you can give a little bit more.
Game 2. What are we learning? How are we going?
We just don't like to man up. They're fit, they're running. They got some good wingers. They've got.
Wouldn't it be nice to have good wingers on your side?
Mate, you look like a toad.
I got taught a lesson in toughness when I laid a half-hearted bump.
Last week?
No, this week, half forward. Then Zachy comes through, tackle gets up, holding the ball. I'm like, fuck, that's how it's done.
It's I don't know. It's a battle of attrition, but we keep working.
Second half coming up.
What do you feel you need to improve this quarter?
Tackling. Intensity. Yeah, just need to be harder at the fucking ball, really. Stop being
Let's just run.
Yeah.
I think that if we can run,
yeah, I can run.
then we're going to be in a better position. We talk about effort at that half-time break. People are trying. We are trying.
Yeah, I'm having a crack.
It's a bit frustrating, but it's okay.
Up to the half-forward line. Goal coming up. Drew's goal. Let's go. Find me. I'll be there.
In the third quarter, I got moved to centre half forward. Liam in defence. Gives it to Sammy Fern. Zach, who was BOG for us on the day, kicks it forward, and Dossie gets our second and final goal of the day. We dap him up. We got to celebrate those ones. And then Old Trinity just said, we're a good football side. I want to kick one from 45, just like it's nothing. And they just started walking them in at this point. Our defence held up as best it could, but realistically, we did everything we could. They're standing up in tackles. They're finding the open man all day long. There's another goal. Rory with a good tackle holding the ball. My back pocket plugger, Rory. That's my man. He kicks it out wide to Baz. I'm waiting for it in the corridor. Baz gives me a pretty average kick, but the bloke fumbles it. I just steal it from him. My best kick of the day. I look inboard. I see Dap on the move. Bang. Right on the nipple. Let's replay that. What a kick that is. Go back 10 here. Baz kicks it down the line. I just rip it out of that bloke's hands. And then I'm assessing my options. And it feels so much cooler when you're out there when you hit a kick like that. When you watch it back, it's just a regulation kick. But for you Wattle Park boys at home watching along, my teammates, I think we move the ball best with the short kick. Look at us here. Baz hits me down the line. I hit Dap. Dap goes out wide to Hicks. We didn't do this enough all game for me. Hicksy kicks it in the direction of Zach. Another short kick. We give a little handball back to Rory, who's a good user. And again, short kick. We go out wide to Dap. Dap engages. Goes to Joshy Miller. Joshy Miller looks inside. Puts it on the head of Sammy Fern. And he just can't make a contest, unfortunately. But good ball movement from the Animals there. And again, I'm still at centre-half forward. Hicksy tries to hit me, falls short. And I just said, Hicksy, just go and find that, mate. There's plenty of space out there. Have the footy back. He goes down the line and kicks it out on the full. This is the Div 12 Ressies, baby. When I was at half forward, because I don't know how to play any position, let alone centre-half forward, we have a kick in here. And I can't remember who it was that said it to me, but they said, Drews, you got to go. You're the big centre-half forward. You got to go long down the line for this one. I'm far from a Luke Jackson, Sean Darcy, Josh Tracy type operator, and that's who I know the Dockers go long down the line to. But I was like, all right, I'll put my hand up. Let's go find the footy here. So JC's kicking it out. Goes in my direction. It just bounces up for me nicely. Kuko's there, so I'll give him the first option. He handballs it down to Junior. Junior gives it back to me. I give it back to Junior. Junior gives it to Cookson. The Trinity boys are everywhere, and we get a stoppage, which is, in hindsight, a good result on the day, because every time we turned the ball over, they kicked it. There's another goal. This is the third quarter, and they're up by 115 points. This moment, I felt like Superman. Trinity kick it to the hot spot, and I'm just in the right place at the right time, and I took an intercept mark. Genuinely felt like James Sicily in that moment. I hit Rory with a short one, and that was three-quarter time. We go in 119 points down. After floating back with the flight and taking an intercept mark, I just wanted to crack in. Put in a bit of a defensive effort because some of the boys were tired, weren't running back. So I said at three-quarter time, throw me to centre-half back. I want to see how I go in defence. They kicked the first of the fourth quarter. Naturally, they were just walking in goals at this point. My man takes a mark here. Again, I don't know how to physically pressure a player. I didn't think that was going to come to our area. And then again, here, all at sea. There's three Trinity blokes. I'm sort of blocking off that kick. He plays on because we've all sort of switched off and kicks another one. How's this from Kernsey? Just jumps on the bloke, wraps him up. What a man. Kernsey played good. Kernsey did some good stuff on the day. I'll give him a little head rub to say, good on you, Kernsey. Andre scuffs a kick forward. Josh is pushed up. I get the handball from him. Look up, kick, smothered. Nope. Great. That's what you want. Little soccer forward, get rid of it. No, Trinity boys are there. One kick, bloke open, straight in front of goal. Takes a mark. There's another goal for Trinity. Here's me again, trailing my man. Again, I just can't get anywhere near it defensively. I don't know what I'm doing. But this ball here spills out to me, and it's my turn to go. So I take it, get tackled, snap, mark in the goal square. And I think he might have actually missed that one. Here's some highlights for you. Druzy, little uncontested mark on the wing. Dossie's calling for it down the line. I go, yeah, I'll hit you, mate. I'll hit you. Out on the full. Probably not a good option when you have the kicking ability of me. Speaking of kicking ability, though, I take a kick in here, hit Joshy Miller, and no one follows me. So I said, I'm free, Joshy Miller. Give me the footy. Look up, assess my options. Nice little inboard kick to Vinny Briganti. Bang. Hit it. This ball gets kicked out of the clearance, bounces up perfectly for me, and I just given it a little fist to Cookson, who takes on the game, takes a bounce, draws the defender, and gives a handball. But like most of our movement on this day, ball was turned over. They run in, kick another. Very, very easy goal. I'm literally talking to Josh at this point because he's got his foot stamped on. Junior is very happy there to stop another goal. And then after the siren, 190 to 15. He goes with the drop punt and makes it an 181 point drubbing.
I got called a toad.
A toad?
Yeah.
Why?
What did I do? I bumped someone. Valid. I do a bit like, no, it's more eggy. Nathan Eagleton. After a big off season on the Toads.
Did you have fun today?
Yeah, but
I had fun. I turned the ball over, kicking it to Caden down the line. That was a bit of a blooper reel.
shit house, mate.
Yeah, no, look, I am a bad footballer, but second game, I'm working on improving.
I think I watched your vid last week, and you said that you used to just shoot yourself. I think your composure's actually been good.
Thanks, mate.
You've taken that extra half a second and found someone. As long as you get the arms free, find someone. It's crazy because everyone's like flocks the ball. So if you get one handball out, we get out a little bit. It's good.
Yeah. If I play a full season, I'll be a quarter of the footballer that you are.
So. Oh, fuck, you're in some strife then.
I've played in a lot of bad junior sides. This is my second game of proper adult footy, I suppose, and I don't think that losing margin is going to be beaten for a long time. And if it is, that is going to be a sad day when that happens. But honestly, I had so much fun. I was running around, getting a bit of the footy, cracking in, trying to improve my craft, trying to just beat my opposition man one-on-one. And even though we lost by a lot, I still had a lot of fun running around with my mates. Didn't really take it to heart too much. There's a lot bigger things in life than losing a grading game of football. So all in all, it was a lot of fun. The Trinity lads were a good bunch, so hopefully those blokes go on to do good things this year. The Wattle Park Animals will be back in a couple of weeks. We have a break for Easter, and then we'll have a lot of reinforcements. Checkers, Trey, Sedge, Dan Thornton, Connor Rogers should be back in this side very soon. Roaming Has shouldn't be too far off, and then we will have a proper strong side that can hopefully contend and push for finals later in the year. But we got a lot different to go. I appreciate you guys watching. If you haven't already, please leave a like on the video to help support the channel, and comment down below how I can become any good at footy. I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, take care, you plonkers.